So the very first day of Navratri, as I said, the Ma is coming on horse, and when she is on horse, we need to get connected to our earth element. And earth element is, the more you are grounded. See, we sow all the seeds or jawara or the ghat in earth only, in soil only. When you see the ghat picture, you can see behind me, we have placed ghat for everybody, and these ghat are basically soil pots. We sow seeds, seven kind of seeds, seven different kind of seeds or grains in those soil pots. So the very first day, we will be worshipping Ma Shailaputri, who is responsible, or who is the representation of our root chakra. And root chakra, as we all know, that root chakra is the base of our life, and the more we are grounded and connected, the more we are in sync with our own determination, own decisions we make, or we have a firm ground to create our base on, or a firm foundation. So let's talk about the very first day, that is Ma Shailaputri. And Ma Shailaputri is the daughter of mountain. uh, Today 17th October 2020, and we will be worshipping Ma with hibiscus flower. Today's color, her favorite color is orange. Though today's color is gray, but Ma's favorite colors is orange. So we will be donating sweet potato or maybe potato for her blessings. And donation of footwear or socks will help you to achieve the firm determination energy, the firm foundation energy. You will be making more good decisions. You will be sticking to your decisions, and you will not be investing in a wrong asset or wrong mutual fund or any wrong shares. You will be having a right kind of choice to invest your money. So more you are connected to orange color today, the more you are connected to red color today, the more you are connected to the earth energy, it will help you to achieve right kind of decision making power. Donation of potato and donation of footwear, either socks or any footwear, and offering a potato or sweet potato will help you to be more grounded.
Fabulous. You know,
Neeru?
I was wondering, Ashima, I could see donation, footwear, socks, and I was wondering why socks in particular. And as you just mentioned earlier, this is the time to connect to the earth element. And look at how fabulously this ties in. Socks, which is to be able to make firm decisions while staying grounded. This is fabulous, Ashima. Thank you.
Let's move to the second slide, Neeru.
Yes.
So day 2, we will be celebrating with Ma Brahmacharini. Ma Brahmacharini is the one who do tapa, or the one who faces the challenges and also overcomes the challenges with her own grace and elegance. So Ma Brahmacharini is basically goddess of um, second chakra, who depicts Mars, ability to be free and firm. To be free and firm are two contradict things, Neeru. When we talk about freedom and when we want to be firm, it's always a clash, or it's always a friction between being free and having a firm decision. The moment you are free, you won't be able to take firm decision, because then your careless mind or monkey mind ask you to get busy or engage somewhere or the other. Maybe you will do TP on Facebook or Twitter or Insta, or you will watch TV, or you will engage yourself in something or the other which will distract you from your own objective or goal. So this is the goddess. The Brahmacharini is the goddess of focus, firm focus, and but also she is free. She is not binded by anything. She is free, but she is focused. This is the very contradict ability or quality we all require today, because the moment you are on Facebook or on WhatsApp, you don't know where your 30 minutes has gone. It's gone. It's just gone. And time is the thing you cannot buy. You can buy any luxury in the world, but time you cannot. May you become Ambani today, but you won't be able to buy time. So with time we need to have focus, but also we need to be free to decide or choose what we want to be focused on. And to achieve our goal, we have to have this freedom and focus together. So we will be dealing with a friction kind of or contradict kind of energy today, and the second day, that is is Ma Brahmacharini's energy. And for this day, all you have to do is donate stationery or books or pen, pencil, anything to whosoever you feel like. Maybe your maid's kids or your security guards kids or your watchman kids or anybody who comes to sweep or clean your building. You can give them stationery, books, copy, pen, pencil, paper, eraser, sharpener, anything, so that their kids can use it for their focus, and so you will be blessed with the same focus. And all you have to do is offer Ma sweet bananas. Banana should not be a raw banana, it should be a ripe banana. And donate Ma banana, give Ma banana today for offering. And next day you will be eating that banana, or maybe on the same day after sunset you can eat that banana as a prasad.
And banana, regular fruit banana, correct, Ashima?
Regular fruit banana, yes. Ma Brahmacharini's favorite color is white, Neelu, because the more clear your mind is, the more friction free this quality will be. This quality of being free also, and also being focused. So being free and focused, these are two contradictory qualities. But if you choose to be clear, if you're more clear about your thoughts and your patterns and your design of your thoughts, and also how to achieve your goal, it will be more better to be focused and friction free freedom. It will be without contradict freedom. So focus on white color on second day.
Right. Just give me a moment, Ashima. It skipped this thing for me. I'm just quickly heading back to the beginning.
Neelu?
Yes, Ashima. Just a moment. Okay, perfect. We're back here.
We are done with the second day, Neelu. Do you want to ask me anything, or anybody wish to ask anything on the donation or offering or the color thing? Anybody wish to ask anything?
I'm checking the group. So far, there are no questions in, and there's a very simple reason for that, Ashima. You're explaining everything so simply without complication. The questions will start coming in a bit, I'm sure. But this is just, and the entire way it's been put down, written, everyone's getting a clear view, clear understanding, and of course, you're also saying this very, very nicely and very simply. I am keeping an eye out. Okay, Ashima, question is in. Radha's asked, do we have to donate on the same day, Ashima?
Let's go to the date. We are on time as usual. You know, I am always. I always. Yes, donate on the same day. Yes. The donation has to be done on the same day. And whatever offering you are giving to goddess, you can consume it, or you can share it with your family, and you can have it. So donation has to be done on the same day. Like today, you will be donating socks or maybe any footwear, and tomorrow you will be donating stationery. It has to be done on the same day, Neelu. To achieve that energy, see, every day we are opening a new portal, Neelu. Every day new window is opening up. Every day new kind of energy is opening up. It's like a window. It's like nine windows, and we will be opening every day one window. So you cannot have the same window of day one on day third, right?
Right.
But these are the different kind of energies. Every day it will be a different energy.
Right. And donation can happen anytime throughout the day, right? There's no time.
Yes.
Right.
No, there is no restricted time, and you are getting all these slides today itself. So those who wish to donate everything on day, they can buy it today itself, and they can keep it for 9 days and then give every day. So we are Mystic Lotus is providing them everything pre-hand and in advance, Neelu.
Yes, that is happening, and all thanks to you, to your beautiful work with this. So yes, and there's just a repeat question here. Date is because you mentioned Goddess Brahmacharini is with the second chakra, so that's the sacral chakra. Preeti's just asked for confirmation.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is second chakra, that is sacral chakra, and the reason behind it. Then people will say that why the white color is there. If her favorite color is white, it should be moon. It should not be Mars, or it should not be a sacral chakra. But then this is what it is all about. The goddess is having duality with so much grace. She is free as well as focused. So this is what we have shared, right? Right now only I've said that the goddess is with free will as well as she is very focused. So the color is white for the clarity. Her favorite color is white, and she is in white attire. If you see Brahmacharini, she is in white attire, white dress, white sari, beautiful white sari with golden jewelry. So the goddess loves white color. This goddess loves white color. So the more you are connected to white, you will be more clear. This is what the this is what the reason behind her favorite white color, for the clarity.
Right. And there is another question in again. Bhaval's asking Ashima, do we follow the color as per Matarani's day or the colors per day? For example, she wants to light a candle. Today's color is gray. With this season, but her favorite color is orange. So which is the color guide she should follow? She's asking.
Okay. So uh, in this matter, Neelu, lots of people have different kind of opinion. What
Right.
what tantra says, what Kula tantra or Vama tantra or the Devi Bhagavatam says. Devi Bhagavatam, if you connect to the ancient scripture, that is Devi Bhagavatam, it says that it should always be different every year. It should not be fixed for laymen, fixed for common people, those who are not into worshipping, those who are not into energy work, those who are not doing for them their work is their whole karma. So those who are karma yogi, those who are into only karma yoga, who only do their daily routine and just go down to goddess once and then go to their work, and whole day they do not have time, they can follow the common color guideline. But those who are into worship, those who are into energy work, those who are into tarot, rune, any kind of healing or any kind of modality which connects you to the universal energy, to be channel or to be medium, you must follow the windows as per the day, according to the vehicle of the goddess, as well as according to the element she is activating on the very first day throughout the 9 days. This is what my suggestion is. So everybody can choose to be there, choose to have their own path, but this is what I am trying to suggest, or I am trying to advise to enhance more earth element this year, since goddess is on a horse this year. So let's have according to earth element, let's have the color guideline this way only. If they wish to choose the common color guideline, they are very free, but then the windows, the energy transmission they'll be receiving will be a mass, not an exclusive one like Mystic Lotus gives everybody as exclusive kind of thing, right? They deliver exclusive healing modalities. They give platform for exclusive kind of healing techniques. So let's have this year only earth element. So I request everybody this year only, try and choose these colors and see the difference in your energy with the day and the color. If you wear gray for the half day and then you wear orange for the half day, you will be noticing the change immediately the moment you change from gray to orange.
In fact, Ashima, before the call had started, I was actually wearing both colors. I had on gray pajamas and an orange top. I changed for the call, but I've kept an orange bindi. What I find is that if I don't want to sit, if I don't want to worry about this, in case I have not understood or seen something, I see there are three colors. I end up putting bits of all of it, so that I think somewhere in my head I feel okay. I've covered. I've taken care of
Yes, yes.
all of it. So yeah, I don't know if
So
that's
last year, I
what I
guess,
do.
yeah, last year, I guess, Nilo, I have explained it that you can have a nail paint or a bindi or even a lipstick of that color so that you are connected.
Right, right, absolutely. Bhaval, I hope that answers your question. This is interesting, Ashima. Sachi's asked, can the donation be done by my mom on my behalf?
Yes, yes, yes.
All right. And the potato should be cooked and offered?
No, no, no. It should be a raw potato or a raw sweet potato.
All right. And yes, yes, this PPT, these slides will be shared with you, Madan. You will get all of them. And Ashima, there is a question for how many times is the mantra to be chanted, like once or more than once?
Okay, so you can choose to chant it 11 times, 21 times, 54 times, or 109 times. Not 108, 109 times. Goddess always takes away one Bhairav's share. Bhairav, the goddess, the Dwarpal or the caretaker of Ma Bhagwati. So one extra should be chanted for Bhairav. So 109 times, either 11, 21, 54 or 109 times.
11, 21, 54 or 109 times. All right.
Yeah.
And Hema's asked, can you please tell us, according to Devi Bhagavatam, elements and colors of the 9 days? These are the colors that you're mentioning in
Yes.
these. Yes. So Hema, they are coming up turn by turn. Okay. All right. So I think we're good for questions right now. I hope I've covered everybody. If I've missed somebody's question, please feel free to repost it, and I would happily ask it for you. Should I move?
So let's move to the third slide, Nino. Okay. So the very third day is goddess Chandraghanta, and she is beautiful goddess decorated with moon bell like head on her bell like crown on her head, and she is the goddess of, you can say, mind, or you can say she is the goddess of your solar plexus, or you can say she is the goddess, the one who brings the reason to be the survival instinct. Basically, this may what come, you have to survive, may what come. So the goddess who holds the hand of Venus, and you know Venus is the planet or the energy for Ma Lakshmi. So when we say survival instinct, so Venus is not only money but also the way we live, the luxury, the lifestyle. Okay, someone says that I only go to five-star hotel. Why? The reason is he or she has connected to the Venus so well that they know what their luxury or the value of the luxury is in their life. When you raise the standard of your living, you are more connected to Venus. So it's not like the one who doesn't have money should go only to five-star hotel, but then you should always have the feeling that wherever you're eating in a five-star hotel. The feeling. So this goddess is basically
Ashima, I'm sorry.
the goddess of solar plexus and to our mother through umbilical cord, and that is the area of solar plexus. How we have survived the 9 months in mother's womb, how we have survived.
Ashima, so sorry, could you just repeat that? I lost your voice for a few seconds. I'm not sure if if that happened for everyone, but could you just repeat that once more, please? What you just said.
The complete Chandraghanta explanation, Neelu?
No, just right now for the last 1 minute that you said.
Okay, so the goddess Chandraghanta is more connected to Venus, because when someone says that he or she has maintained certain kind of lifestyle, that person is not only maintaining the lifestyle, that person is more connected to Venus, the affinity of money or the ability to connect to money. And it is not only survival instinct, it is like when we were in the mother's womb for 9 months, how we have survived. So everybody must have seen the Three Idiot movie, and the movie begins with like you have won the race and then only you are born, right? It says that the sperm has won the race, and you have born just because of because you have a winner instinct. You have won somewhere, and then you are on the earth plane, or you have survived for 9 months, and then you are at the age of 30 or 40 or whatever it is. But then you have that survival instinct, but you lose the affinity of money because of the connect with Venus. So let's be more connected to Venus this year on the day 3 with the help of Ma Chandraghanta's energy. And the color is red, the flower is lotus, and you will be donating hair accessories, because if you are clear with your mindset, if you not if you do not have head bath for 15 days, how you will feel needed?
Not it's icky, not clean.
It's not okay, right? Yeah, not clean, and thoughts will be foggy always. Thoughts will not be clear. Thoughts will not be. You will not be able to feel good about anything, because we are we are source of energy. The light or the channel energy enters through us from the head, from the sastra, right? So when you have a clean head, or when you have a very clear mindset, you will be able to connect to your lifestyle, to your to your survival instinct more betterly, right? So this year we will be worshipping Ma Chandraghanta by
Ashima,
offering her makhana ka. They usually make malpua, but then makhana kheer is this year. Makhana kheer is more prompt or more apt. So try to give her makhana ka kheer. Makhana is lotus seed, puff lotus seeds. उनको ताल मखाना भी बोलते हैं. We call it ताल मखाना. I'll be able to give you the Google picture, or you can just search for a Google picture and type Tal Makhana or lotus seed, puff lotus seeds. You will be able to see what it is exactly. And just smudging those lotus seeds in milk, hot boiling sweet milk, and offering to goddess will be done. So today's of the day three's offering is
Ashima,
makhana kheer, and you will have more connection to Venus.
all right. May I just ask quickly here, is there a significance to the Tal Makhana kheer specifically? Regular rice kheer, because you've mentioned makhana kheer, you've not said regular rice.
Yes.
So is there an
Okay.
importance to that?
Have you seen makhana or have you
Yes.
seen that lotus seed?
Yes, yes.
It is tough to grow. It is very hard on the outer cover is very hard. And if you know how you get these makhana, there is a small green color triangular pyramid shaped pod on the between the lotus where the all pollen grains grows. So when this pod is dried, you just tear the pod and then take out the seeds. Pyramid is the shape, pyramid is the shape where whatever you keep survives for longest time, right? Or the shelf life increases. If you keep anything in pyramid, the energy of pyramid says that whatever is kept there survives for the longest time.
Right.
Am I audible, Neelu?
Yes, yes. You're clear,
So
absolutely without interruption.
so the tal makhana has the quality to survive for the longest time. When you see the bed of the river or pond or ocean, wherever lotus grows, the bed is very swamp, or it's not a firm ground. It's not a strong soil. But then lotus pod or the seeds has all the quality to be strong, firm. You cannot grow lotus seed in home. May how much you try, you will not be able to grow it at home, because the cracking of those lotus seeds and then having a sprout out of it is a tedious job. So that tedious job depicts the survival instinct. So when you give warmth to those lotus seeds, it becomes puffed, it becomes soft. And when you cook kheer and offer goddess, it depicts that may how bad situations are, may how much you have to struggle, may how much the challenges life throws to you, with the warmth of your own love or your hard work, you will be able to puff yourself in a beautiful puff lotus seed or makhana. And when you merge it with your heart, that is pure love, and your mind and sweetness of your own being, that makhana kheer has to be offered to goddess with the grace, by saying that I have worked very hard. The way lotus seed has gone through a very warmth or fire or hot energies, the same way I have also faced so many challenges in life, but I have puffed beautifully. And see, I'm so much into you, my mind and my heart is with you, and I'm being sweet to myself and to you. Sweet, okay, being sweet, makhana kheer is also one of the best food to offer to self, not only goddess, because self love, lotus can create a amazing energy transformation. If you eat makhana every day on the particular time, the time is 7:20 in the evening and 9:15 in the morning. This is the perfect time. So 7:20 in the evening, 7:20 p.m. in the evening, and 9:15 in the morning time, the self love issue will be completely gone. Self guilt, self anger, self doubt, self punishing mode, or self hatred, anything related to past or self, will be cleared within 3 months if you regularly eat tal makhana in any form. either you make it salty or with honey, or you eat it like a popcorn, or you can make a kheer, or you can also have laddu. In India, we make laddu during a winter season of Tal Makhana with dry fruits. So you can also have laddu. But then if you consume it on the particular time, every day for 3 months without breaking the cycle, so makhana here again. So Nilu, I guess if we will keep talking the mahima or the see, this is the word I feel. I know mahima is the word. You can give a right word to it. This the mahima of goddess. We cannot, nobody can completely elaborate or tell the mahima or explain the mahima of goddess or ma. As she
The
is
story of
vast,
her.
she is anant. She is infinite, she is vast, she is anant. But the more you are into self love, so this is the Chandrakhanta's day is about self love. So the more you are connected to self love, the more survival instinct you have, the more better you will be able to face the challenge of the life, and the more shining you will come out of that warm sunny weather. So that's why Tal Makhana, this is the reason of Tal Makhana.
And I'm really glad I asked you that, because I had no idea that something as simple as this, as a tal makhana, could have such an amazing explanation of all of this, not just as an offering, but for you as well. I personally love makhana. I'm always munching on it. Now that you've given the times, I'm going to pay attention and make sure that it happens at these times for sure. And there's a question that's come in, Ashima, is that after you've offered the sweet potato, which you said offer it raw, Swati's asked, can we, after we offer it, can we cook it after that before consuming it?
Yes. You can have it the way you want. Just offer, and then you can cook it.
Fantastic. And I can see one or two people raising hands. Just quickly reminding everyone, whatever queries you have, please post them on the group, on the Telegram
Yes.
group. Fantastic. All right. So should we?
Let's move to the next goddess, Nilu. This is what I wanted to say. If time permits and everything goes well till the end, I would love to give 9 days energy transmission to everybody on the call right now.
Yes to that, Ashima, and it will happen. You have the time. Please don't worry. And now that you've said it, there's no way we're letting you go without that happening.
Perfect. So let's go to the next slide. That is day 4. Day 4 is Ma Kushmanda. Ma Kushmanda, again, the more you talk about this goddess, the more you will, okay, all the energy workers, all the light workers, all the healers, all the modality practitioners should have this energy, goddess of Kushmanda, within them, so that they can deliver the best. Like if you are into healing, give best healing. If you are into reading, give best reading with the help of Ma Kushmanda. Ma Kushmanda is basically a cosmic energy which brings you lots and lots of ability to have intuition, to have a clear gut feeling, to have to go with your heart's flow, whatever your heart says, go with the flow, and also not your monkey mind, play a tricky game with your decision. So when I say monkey mind, we all know that mind cannot be fixed on one thing. Mind has 27 horses. So uh, if you see mind in Hinduism or in Eastern culture, every body part is a perfect living being in its own way, right? So mind, when we depict mind as a person, it has 27 horses to travel on, 27 kind of different kind of feelings or horses to travel on. So let your monkey mind be firm and fixed. So Ma Kushmanda helps you to make your monkey mind shut down and keep quiet for some time and follow the heart or the instinct or the intuition or the gut feeling. And
Ashima, I think you muted there.
seen this in past. I remember I have seen the same exact location, same way we are talking, the same kind of dress we are wearing, the same kind of food we are eating, and I've seen this. Yes, I remember I've seen this. This goddess energy is the same energy. So those who are into healing, I request all of them to please bow down to today's goddess, the day four's goddess, Ma Kushmanda, who will bless you with amazing instinct and amazing intuition power. So the goddess loves jasmine flower, the smell of jasmine. So if you do not have jasmine flower for the fourth day, you can have the essence of jasmine or the attar or the scent of jasmine on that day. Royal blue is her favorite color, and she loves gehu ke aate ka halwa. So this is wheat flour halwa we make. I do not know what to call that halwa in English. Neelu, you can
It's, uh,
translate.
it's what you said is exactly correct. Gehu ka atta is wheat flour. I'm going to ask a question because I know somebody will bring it up. What about people who are gluten intolerant, Ashima?
Okay, so in that case, is soya okay for gluten-free diet? I do not know.
Yes, yes. Unless
Is
and
soya okay?
until there's soya intolerant also, but yes, soya is gluten free.
Okay, so they can make soya ka or tofu ka mithai, either soya ka aate ka halwa, or they can make tofu ka mithai. So tofu, just cooking tofu is easy. Cook tofu uh, with little bit of milk and sugar, and make it a nice halwa. Bring it to nice halwa consistency.
Okay.
I wish
Ashima, I lost your voice for a second. And
Neelu, we will be donating candle diya or light on day fourth.
yes,
To,
right. And Ashima, somebody's asked, Rupali's asked, is it the same as Shira? Shira,
yes, yes, completely. Yes, yes,
all
yes.
right.
Shira in Marathi we call it Shira. Yes.
Ah, okay, all right. And
And we will be donating candle, diya, or any kind of light. Even electricity bulb is fine. So bring light in others' life. So all the healers, all the readers, or all the modality practitioners, those who are into energy work or light worker, or those who are into shadow work, they bring light to other people, right? So we
right.
will be donating light or candle or diya to others, and we will be gifting or offering ma gehu ke aate ka halwa, or either soya ka atta ka halwa, or the best will be make tofu ka mithai. That is the best thing. Just smudge tofu in boiling milk with little bit of sugar, or sugar free jaggery. If anybody is on diet or diabetic, they can use the sugar free or jaggery, organic jaggery or gold, and they can make a mithai out of it.
And there's a question that's come in, Ashima. Tejaswini is asked, people who are on a fast, can they have the Attika halwa after offering it to Ma? Because people who
Yes, yes.
eat un during
Okay.
this time, and gehu is, I mean, wheat flour is un. What would un be in English? Well, wheat basically. Just to let
Okay.
everybody else know. So what about that?
So,
Um,
in that case, Neelu, again, we have two different sets of believing. Number one, see, every religion has two different kind of people. Those who are believe in either white or black, right? So even Hinduism has, or Tantra has, two different sets of people or belief system. One believes that nobody should eat an during the Navratri. No one has the right to eat an. An is food grain which we get or from soil, and food grain which is we use in our daily life. It should not be used. We should be on phala ahar. Phal ahar means phal ka ahar, only fruits diet, uncooked fruits, and that only we should consume. And another set believes that whatever is prasadam, whatever it is offered to goddess, has already become prasad. There is no anna or grain or anything, any condition is connected to that prasad. It is only prasad. So Neelu, for me, when I used to buy mithai from a store, I used to tell the store person that give me 5 kg of pedha. I call it pedha. The moment I go and offer it to Ma and bring it outside the temple, I offer everybody by saying, please take prasad. I do not say, please take pedha. I say, please take prasad. So the energy has shifted from pedha when it went to the goddess feet. When it is offered to goddess, it has shifted from pedha to prasadam. So when it is prasad, you can have gehu ke aate ka halwa also after offering, even during fast. I too take it, but a small bit, not like having a complete plate full of halwa and eating or gulping it, but then only in a prasad way.
right. Fabulous. And I think Tejaswini, I hope that answers that for you, because
Full of it.
I think it's lovely the
Is
way
this clear, Nilu?
Yes, absolutely. I think it's beautiful, that explanation. It makes a lot of sense, that once it's offered to the goddess, it is no longer just food. It is prasad, and prasad everybody can have. And if someone's really, Ashima, please suggest, if please correct me if I'm wrong, if somebody's like dead serious about it, no, I will not. I think you can use kutuka atta, rajgiri atta, make halwa with that and give it.
Rajgiri atta will be coming in the next slide, I guess, Nilu.
Is it?
Because Rajgira.
Okay.
So just offer good. Just offer
Good.
good and ghee and then have it.
Right. Perfect. And
Just offer good and ghee and then have it.
yes. All right. Okay. And somebody asked
Just
you.
offer all. Or you, is it okay, Nilu?
Sorry, Ashima, your voice was breaking. Were you saying something?
I guess this is okay, Nilu. Matlab, this is clear, right?
Yes. This is.
You can have jaggery and ghee. Am I audible, Nilu?
Yes, Ashima.
Okay. So let's move to the next slide, Nilu.
Yes. Somebody asked Ashima, do we have to light the diya? So if I may say, no, you're gifting it, so they'll take it over and light it. Correct? Ashima, okay, we'll just wait for Ashima to come back. This is what it would be.
Can you repeat this, Nilu? Can you repeat this?
Somebody asked on the group, Ashima, the diya candlelight that you are donating. I think maybe they missed the explanation. Asking, do they light it? So I was saying that no, you don't light it. You gift it.
No. You just gift them. They will light by their own. But then the moment they will light it, something will shift in your energy, because you are bringing light to their life. You are giving them a medium or a channel to light their life. So to remove the darkness, you will be helping them to remove darkness, and this is how you will be able to known by the universe or identified by the universe that this person is bringing light to someone's life. Let's give him or her the insight or deeper intuitive levels power, so that they can again help people by their reading or by healing or by giving them energy work or light work, whatever. So it should not be lighted. It should be gifted the way it is.
Thank you. And before we move to the next one, Ashima, for today 5, I just wanted to let you know that everybody's writing in saying that your explanations are amazing. Punita, Rekha, Tejaswini, Vinita ji, Rupali, everyone.
Thank you.
Say beautiful, love the answer, amazing explanation, loving the call. So, right. Here we are.
Okay, so let's move to the next 5th day, Ma Skandamata. She is having a warrior instinct. Now this goddess is about all, not only about protection, but she is also about having the ability to go beyond the set limits. So when you want to achieve something or have a goal in your mind or objective, when you have planned everything, see, we have seen from the day one, we were grounded, we have made firm decisions, then we got the clarity about how we should go about it, then we got the clarity about the execution with heart, with alignment with heart, then again the previous one we got the ability to have intuition power to follow your gut instinct, and also the power of knowing things freehand or in advance. Now this goddess is the goddess of going beyond limits to achieve what you want. So she loves color yellow, and her whole cosmic power is about how to be the best. So the Skanda Mata is always striving to be best, excellent in everything or perfect in everything. If you make a small PPT, it should be perfect. Like, it should be explanatory, it should be having good color combination, it should be having readable font. So when this is made, it has to be a perfect thing, right? The same way, Ma Skanda Mata gives you the ability to make it perfect or user friendly for everybody. So every time when you say that I want lots and lots of clarity, and I want lots and lots of ability to fulfill all these things. You have to be excellent, and you have to be on the mode where you want to improve yourself. There is always a room for improvement, right? So you want to improve everything. When you want to improve everything, you will be able to have the expertise in some level, and when you get the expertise, you will be noticed or acknowledged, and you will be also rewarded for your expertise. I remember my Gurudev sharing a small story, saying that a person was invited to some big company, and he said, I'm not free, but the person only is the person who can treat that machine which is not working past 2 years. So the person is invited, he went, and he just knocked the machine once with his hammer, a small hammer. He just knocked it once, and the machine started. And then he gave the fees of 50 lakhs rupees. The owner asked, why 50 lakhs rupees? You just came and hammered it once and it started. So for what you are charging me 50 lakhs rupees? The person says that it's to know where to put hammer, or where to bang the hammer. The knowledge I am charging for, my knowledge, not for the efforts I have put. I'm expert with this machine, and I know where to hammer it so that it starts. Even when it is not starting past 2 years, and you have been struggling with it, and you have called me, you have to give me 50 lakhs rupees just for the knowledge I have invested my whole life to know where to hammer it. So the
Perfect.
goddess gives you expertise. This goddess is beautiful energy of expertise and perfection. We
Fabulous.
will be donating chocolates to kids. We will be giving chocolates or any kind of toffee or sweets to kids, and we will be offering ma with meetha pan. Meetha pan, the common pan we get on pan thelas in India. Uh, if you cannot get the meetha pan, you can also offer gulkand to ma. This is
And is there a reason for the chocolates and sweet? Ashima, the line just went off for a quick second. Whatever you were just saying, if you could repeat that. You said meeta pan or
okay, so we will be
after
giving
gulkan.
chocolates
Yes.
or gulkand. If yes, if not meetha pan, if you are not able to get meetha pan in this lockdown period, or if you are out of India, if there is no facility of getting meetha pan to offer ma, you can also offer gulkand or anything made, or a gulkand mithai or gulkand. A plain gulkand is also fine, or rose petals mixed with sugar syrup.
Fantastic. And is there a reason for chocolates and sweets to kids, Ashima?
Okay, again, chocolate, coffee, chocolate. You know how the seeds look, chocolate or coffee.
Yes. They're tiny beans.
And it has to be roasted before it is grinded into cocoa powder or a coffee powder.
Correct. Correct.
Have you seen the flowers? Have you been to Coorg? Have you seen the coffee plants
Yes.
and beautiful flowers?
I have actually been to Coorg and have been on a coffee plant.
Okay,
Yes, coincidentally, yes.
so you know the flowers, or you know the way, beautiful way, or the perfection of the geometric perfection of the universe, or the
Ashima,
cosmos. See
at
the,
the
and okay, I'll be sharing on the group the picture of the coffee or the cocoa plant flowers.
okay.
uh, Nilu, we are connected, right?
Yes, we connected. We connected right now. I think you were saying something
Okay.
about the geometry, the beautiful of the beautifulness of the geometry of the universe. And
The perfection, yes,
for
the
us,
perfection of the coffee flower. If
right,
you see a coffee flower or a cocoa flower, the perfection or the sacred geometry induced in that flower by the universe or by the cosmos is beautiful. So when you want to be expert, see, whenever you are tired or whenever you are feeling drained, one tends to go and eat chocolate or have a hot cup of coffee. When you're tired, usually we see people having coffee or tea
right,
whenever they are tired, right? Or whenever they have mental fatigue, they go and have a cup of coffee, or maybe hot chocolate, or maybe green tea, or any kind of tea. So this fatigue, mental fatigue, is released by these kind of plants or these kind of herbs. So that is why we are gifting kids chocolates, so they be happy with it and they get the expertise, energy, and the element. And meetha pan, have you seen the Nagveli pan ka bed? Everybody in the group, the Nagveli pan ka bed. The Nagveli pan, the meetha pan's patta, that leaf is called Nagveli, and Nagveli creepers are grown only on the strongest and the efficient, or the strongest, very strongest trunk, the long big tree, or the trunk of the tree, which is very strong, like banyan tree or peepal tree, with a huge trunk and a strong foundation. So this meetha pan, and when we make it meetha, it has lots of abilities. Number one is indigestion issue is cured with the meetha pan. The pan has, that leaf has the quality to have a good digestion. Also, it has the ability to manage your BP, blood sugar, pulse rate. When someone's pulse rate is low or very high, it can be managed with the help of Nagaveli pan, the leaf of the pan. So in our culture, or in Rajasthan, people dry these leaves, these betel nut leaves, we call it betel nut. So betel nut leaves, all the leaves has been dried and make a powder, and then they boil that and eat, or drink. Either they eat the powder with sugar syrup or good, or they drink this powder, boiled tea.
Okay.
They make tea of this powder, and they eat, then they drink the tea when they are very much tired, when they are working in the field, and then when they are very tired, or they are feeling that their BP is low or high, or they are having low pulse or high pulse. That time they drink this tea. So these trees, these betel leaves has the power to balance your BP, blood sugar. They also induce good digestion enzymes, and they also help you to maintain your pulse rate when you're very tired.
Right.
So this is the reason. This is the medical reason, or the basic reason for betel nut leaves and chocolates or coffee.
Fabulous.
Neelu?
Yes. I'm just looking in to see if, just in case anybody does have any questions. Bhaval is just asking, Ashima, rose milk or rose water? What can be served? Please guide.
Okay, if not gulkan, then rose milk is fine. Not rose water, rose milk.
Rose milk. All right. Bhaval, hope that answers that for you. And yes, that's it. Okay. Moving on. There we are.
Okay, let's go to the next slide, Neelu. Day 6, Ma Katyayani. Beautiful goddess, daughter of Katyayan Rishi. Katyayan Rishi is the one who wrote many books, and out of his many beautiful books, Kama Sutra is the book. The Art of Loving is the book, which is very world famous, and people know the book well for its medical or health or emotional benefits. But then today we will be talking about day 6, which helps you to invoke your sixth chakra, that is your Agya chakra. And Agya chakra is your third eye chakra, basically. So third eye chakra is the chakra where you see things or foresee things of future. But then what we have discussed in the previous goddess energy, that intuition, that deja vu effect, or this has already happened. So that, in that case, you know the past, this has already happened someday, or I have seen this in past. But then you will be able to foresee future if you will take help of Ma Katyayani. Ma Katyayani helps you to invoke the energy to foresee what will be happening if you choose this path or that path. So those people, those who are on Y junction, whether they should have a job or they should have a business, whether they should be consultant, or whether they should be healer, whether they should go again for the software job which what they were doing earlier. So those people, they will be able to foresee future. they were doing till date, or they have this case, Ma Katyayani helps you to choose the perfect path for you, because then you will be able to foresee what is good for you and what is not so good.
Fantastic.
So Ma Katyayani, day 22nd, Jupiter is the planet which we will be working on. Jupiter, again, the god, the planet of wisdom, the energy of wisdom, and her favorite color is green. Green is the color of growth, Neeru. When we see green color, we see, this time everything is lush green on Mumbai Pune highway, and you will feel so good to see that lush green grass over hills and trees beautifully washed or showered with the rains. So this gives you the motivation. If plants can shade their all the leaves and regrow again, the same way you will be able to regrow again. The ability of Ma Katyayani is helping you to regrow again, to growing even after whatever comes to your life, whatever comes, whatever life throws to you, and you are growing, you keep on walking. You are not stopping with the storm, but you are keeping on walking and walking and walking, and you will be sure that you will be reaching to the goal very soon. So you foresee that the storm will soon stop. You will be able to sense, you will be able to see and sense the storm will stop soon, and things will be fine very soon, and you will be able to walk through this storm. So Ma Katyayani's energy is to foresee. If you are on Y junction, or if you are not able to decide what you want to do, take the help of Ma Katyayani. With this energy, you will be able to you will be able to have a clarity of mind, whether you should go with this or that, and what is good for you and what is not so good for you. I'm not talking about bad anything over here, because Ma doesn't know anything bad. Ma accepts everything. Ma accepts demons as well as Ma accepts humans. Ma accepts all the good souls as well as bad souls. Ma is Ma. Ma is a mother. Whether the kid is beautiful or ugly, Ma loves unconditionally. So Ma Katyayani has the ability to love you unconditionally, whether you have shared your all the qualities, or whether you are left with nothing. But Ma Katyayani will love you, and she will help you to grow back again, to revive again. So people, those who are into soul retrieval, should take help of Ma Katyayani, because soul retrieval process needs Ma Katyayani's energy, and to bring back the soul's real purpose on earth.
Ashima,
This goddess energies take help of Ma Katyayani and get the clear picture or clear idea how to help your clients or customers or yourself.
in fact,
Neelu, we will be offering gud ka chikki to Ma. Gud ka chikki, any grain chikki, whether it is peanut chikki or til ka sesam chikki or dry fruit chikki, any chikki which is made with good, not with sugar pulp, but with good. And donation of milk is the help, the energy which we will be taking help from Ma Katyayani, donation of milk. So, Ma
sorry, Ashima, your voice.
nourishes us for, say, to nourishment of milk. So mother's milk is the only nourishment we get for 2 to 3 years.
Right. Ashima, could you just repeat that?
Am I clear, Neelu?
I can
I'm
hear you
audible.
now. Just right now, you were talking about milk. We missed that part.
Okay, so the offering is gudka chikki, any dry fruit chikki or peanut chikki or sesame chikki, that doesn't matter. But the gudka chikki made out of good, or any sweet made out of jaggery, can be offered to Ma on day 6, and the donation should be milk. So I was talking about this, that we get nourishment, or the all the nutrition through mother's milk when we were kid, like maybe a year or two. So Ma feeds, breastfeeds her kids and gives her nutrition of whatever she eats. The whole nutrition is sum up into milk and then given to baby for certain time, till the baby is not able to chew or digest baby food, right? So the same way we will be nourishing or nurturing someone by giving milk. Okay, for vegan again there is a issue, so they can donate they can donate soya milk.
Okay. All right. Or almond milk, or
Almond milk, walnut milk, yes.
okay.
Rice
All
milk,
right.
even rice milk is available now. Almond milk is available. Soya milk is available. For
Right.
vegans, lots of lots of options are open now, so they
Are
can
open now.
opt for, yes, they can opt for almond milk also.
Correct. Somebody's asked, Anuja's asked Ashima, what is the quantity of the donation?
Okay, the quantity can be one packet, one bottle. It is not measured. Ma just knows your feeling. She doesn't know the quantity. She knows how much love you are putting into your offering or your donation. It doesn't matter whether you are donating 10 socks in a day or you're just donating a pair of socks to someone who is in complete need of socks.
Right, right. And
So
Vibhu,
Ma knows your energy. Ma doesn't know the quantity. Whatever quantity you feel like, doesn't matter.
the intent is what matters.
Yes.
Yes. Vibhuti's asked Ashima, what did you say
Hmm.
about the sutra emotional balances or something? I think we had lost your voice for a few seconds there, and that's why we've come back. Sutra, there was no sutra. You were just mentioning that Ma Katyayani's father, Katyayan Rishi, is the writer of many books, including the Kama Sutra, right?
Yes.
Emotional balance, you were saying something about emotional balance and something else that's been missed.
Okay, so the Katyayani energy is about the emotional balance. This is what I
Right.
wanted to tell. That the complete energy of Ma Katyayani is emotional balance, the emotional turmoil you go through, then the feeling wise, sometimes you feel very happy, sometimes you feel sad about the same decision. The moment something goes against your wish, you feel so sad. Like if you are chanting for 8 days and the ninth day your wish doesn't comes true, you will feel that, oh, why I'm doing this. So this emotional imbalance or the ability not to be firm with your emotion, not about your decision, I'm talking about the bhava, I'm talking about the feeling, I'm talking about the graph of your bhava is feeling. So I'm talking about the feeling. The moment you change your feeling about something, everything shifts. So here I wish to add one beautiful example, that just go to your plant and curse that plant every day. The plant will die on its own. In Africa, many tribes try this or perform this ritual. If they want to remove the tree from that particular area, they will not go and cut it, because that is against mother nature. This is what they feel. Their belief is that is against mother nature to go and cut the tree. But then they go every day and share their bad luck or share their emotional hurt or pain to that tree, and soon the tree dies. The same way, if you go and talk to your plant in a beautiful way, in a loving way, the plant will flower within 2 or 3 days. I have seen this. We have experimented on this. So Ma Katyayani is about emotional balance. If you have emotional stress, I'm not talking about mental fatigue, I'm talking about emotional stress, heartbreak, emotional hurt, or partiality hurt, or having a hurt of not being valued for your love, then you can pray to Ma Katyayani. This is what I wanted to tell that time.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. And yes, Rupali, this is Rupali. You're asking about Ma Kushmanda right now. I'm sorry I didn't get your question. Please do put that in again. So yes, I think we've taken care of the question. And Reena has asked Ashima,
Mhm.
how are Parvati related to the different energies of Ma Durga?
Okay, so Ma Parvati is Parvatraj's daughter. Ma Parvati is the second reincarnation of Ma Sati. Ma Sati again, when you say Ma Sati is Dakshakanya, the first consort of Shiva. So she is also known as Shiva. She is also known as Shivaha. She is known as Shivaha, means Shiva's second part, Shiva's second half, or Shiva's better half, or Shiva's half. ठीक है. So Ma Sati has reincarnated as Parvati, and when she has lost the memory or the thread of being what she is, or what power she possesses, Shiva has given her boon to see different form, her own different form in 10 different form, which is Dash Mahavidya. And all the Dash Mahavidya is very tough for a common man to achieve, or it takes lots of sadhana, or lots of wisdom, and lots of purity to achieve Dash Mahavidya's ability to consume or to grasp that wisdom. But then Shiva has made it very easy and available for all the common and laymen by being into 9 different kind of energies. These 9 Durga, these 9 energies are form of Ma Parvati only. Ma Parvati's every anga has one kind of energy, like chakra. If we talk about chakra, or if we talk about planet, so the very first energy, Ma Shailiputri, is her root chakra. So her root chakra is Ma Shailiputri. Ma Parvati's root chakra is Ma Shailiputri. So these energies are not, if you do not see God particular planet or that chakra or the energy of that, like I said, Ma Katyani is emotional balance energy, the energy to balance your emotions. Ma Katyani is a goddess where you will be able to help yourself to balance your emotions or emotional hurt, or uh, clean the heart with any kind of grudges or hatred or anger for anybody else. So this goddess energy is from uh, her wisdom. This goddess energy is from her Ajna chakra, where you will be unbiased, where you will be impartial, where you will not be able to, you will be able to see the person, the other person, as if it is you. If you would have been in his or her position, you would have taken the same path, which is wrong or right, may whatever it is. But you will not be in a judgment mode for yourself, and you will always be in a judgment mode for others. So here, Ma Katyayani will help you not to be in a judgment mode, to be in a loving mode, and also to have unconditional kind of nourishment or nurture
Yes. I hope that answers that query for you. And thank you
for
for
others as well as self. Body
right.
energies, or her feelings, or her emotional energies, or her cosmic energies to bless.
Ashima, sorry, we lost your voice for a second
Let's
again.
move.
You're asking me to
Let's move to the next slide.
okay, okay.
Yes, I'm asking you to shift the next slide, Neelu.
Here we are.
Okay. So day 7th, Ma Kal Ratri, one of my favorite goddess. She is the goddess of all the destruction or the death or whatever you call it. But then this destruction and death will help you to evaluate. So here the energy is not about death or destruction itself. If you can sense this energy, if you see Kal Ratri Ma, she is on donkey. She is having one broom in her hand, and she is ferocious goddess. She is little. If you see Ma Kalaratri's energy, it's dark kind of energy. It's not a Soumya energy. It's Soumya. What you call a subtle. It's not a subtle energy. It's very gross. It's very gross, and it is to the level where you can cultivate fear. If you see goddess in not in a loving way or not in a mother form, you will feel fear. You will feel that it's, oh, is this a goddess energy? But then this death or destruction energy is not about killing someone or destroying anything. It is about cleaning your thoughts, cleaning your mental mess or mental cobweb, cleaning the Maya Jal, cleaning the Moh Maya or the matrix. You can say matrix, mind matrix. You can sense here the Kalaratri is about the mind matrix. People, those who have been cheated in stock shares, uh, partnership, or people who have been in helping others without interest. They give money and they do not receive back the money which they have lended, or someone has borrowed and they never return it. Kalratri is the goddess to remove that clutter from your mind, because the moment that pattern is set in your mind that if you help somebody they will not return the money, if that pattern is registered in your mind, it will never go, and you will not be able to help others, or you will not be able to have a confidence on yourself to reinvest in any kind of shares or mutual fund or any kind of partnership deal, because then you have a pattern, you have registered a past pattern in your mind, and that thought pattern will create hurdles or obstacles in your growth. So Ma Kalratri destroys such patterns. She is not the goddess of death to someone, but as she is mother, how can she kill anybody? She is not on the killing path. She is trying to help you to declutter your mind with such evil thought or such old kind of past life pattern or past experience pattern which has been registered due to your failure. So Ma Kalratri clears the matrix of mind which do not help you to grow ahead. She is a goddess of Sahasrara Chakra or Crown Chakra, and she helps you to get the complete know-how of good and bad, the complete know-how of right and wrong, the complete know-how of what is good for you and others and what is not good for you and others. So governed by Saturn, and Saturn being a god of
Ash,
Nyay, Danda, and a god. Saturn is god of justice. Saturn is god of punishment. So these three qualities Ma Kalaratri has. If it is good karma and if it is justified and if it is fair, you will not be punished. But if it is a bad karma and if it is injustice, then the punishment is there. So the goddess Kalaratri is basically Saturn's energy of karma, justification, and punishment or reward. So Ma Kalratri rewards beautifully. When it is a good karma, Ma Kalratri rewards you. Kalratri has to be offered Balushahi. It is a famous sweet in India and we get it. Again, gluten free nahi hai. So this is not a gluten free sweet. So in that case, you can go for pancake or cupcake if bakery products are allowed. So you can go for pancake or cupcake or muffins without cream, with no whipped cream on it. Any
right.
bakery product is fine.
Thank you. Wait, in case there is no, there's this gluten bit is not there. Is there any other substitute for balushahi, Ashima?
See, balushahi is the best thing if you can
Right.
see the shape or the size or the process of making balushahi. Balushahi, the flour has to be kneaded and kept for some time to self ferment without
Right.
adding yeast to it, and the flour it self ferments with the help of salt and sugar. It self ferments itself, and the process itself is a process of again karma and justice or being fair without being used without yeast is being used in this balushai sweet. It self ferments itself, so the karma is justified, and then you can say reward. When it is made and dipped in sugar syrup, it is a reward because the karma is right. And balushai, again, it is the art to make balushai. Not every halwai or not every sweet maker can make balushai in a perfect sense. So making balushai is the toughest job for a halwai. It has to be laid and you. So okay, pancake is the substitute, or maybe muffins or cupcake is the substitute. If not this, then any sweet made with uh, any kind of flour. So maybe soya flour. Again, I will say Rajgira flour is fine. Kuttu ka atta is fine. Now here you can use kuttu ka atta or Rajgira atta uh, or Singhade ka atta. You can use Singhade ka atta also.
And just for everybody, Singhara atta is water chestnut flour, and kuttu atta is I think buckwheat,
Yes.
if I'm not mistaken. Yes, right.
So they can use this and make sweet, but again it will not be a self-fermented sweet. So here we want
Right.
something self-fermented kind of thing. So bakery products are good. Cookies, biscuits, even cookies and biscuits are good if for the convenience. If anybody cannot get the balushahi, they can offer any bakery product or cooked naan khatai or any bakery product that is baked in tandoor is fine. We will be donating kajal. Neelu, we will be donating kajal to foresee what is right and what is wrong, to justify things with the right and wrong, to have clarity and to clear the vision. Basically, to clear the vision, not insight, to clear the vision. When also to clear the perception, because when I see six from my side, if six is drawn on the earth, and when I see six from my side, you will be able to see it nine because the design and the shape is same, but the perception is different. The same way, when you donate kajal, you will be having clear perception or the clear picture about what you are thinking and what I am thinking.
Right. Perfect. Somebody's asked about Krishna Kamal Delva.
Krishna Kamal is the flower, yes. Okay, Krishna Kamal is the white color flower, or white color with violet kind of streaks on it. So Krishna Kamal is the white or violet color flower, which is easily available in nursery. If you want to have that flower plant, you can have it. You can go to nursery and ask for Krishna Kamal. It is easily available in Maharashtra and South India. It is very easily available.
Okay.
So if someone is asking
Is there
from
any?
other, yes, Nilu,
Is there any alternative to Krishna Kamal, Ashima?
Shankapushpi or your purple or violet orchids. If you can get orchids in this season, yes.
Perfect. And somebody's actually posted a photograph of it on the group. Thank you. Payal saying, ma'am, all the explanations you're sharing is mind-blowing. Thank you. And Mona's asking,
Thank you, Payal.
if we don't cook the sweets every day, is it okay to buy and donate?
Okay, the donation of sweets. If it is the day of donation, if the day demands or asks you to donate sweets, then you can donate. But if the day asks this, like seventh day asks you to donate kajal or the kohol or surma, so this day you have to donate kajal only. You cannot donate sweets this day. If you wish to, yes, along with kajal you can donate sweets. But then kajal has to be donated on seventh day for the clear vision and the perception about money or the about investment, or like I said, about lost money or fraud or cheat happened with you sometimes in past, and now you have inhibition to go ahead, or uh, you feel little bit scared to go ahead with new investments, then kajal has to be donated.
Right. I think I'll reverse that question to, for somebody who doesn't cook every day, can you buy the sweets for the offerings?
Yes, definitely.
Right.
Definitely. You
Right.
won't be able to make balushahi. As I said, it takes lots of efforts, number one. And number two is you won't be able to get the same taste or texture the way halwai makes it. And not all halwai can make it that beautifully. There in every city there is particular halwai who makes amazing balushahi. So I can talk about Pune and Delhi and Mumbai, but I do not know the other cities famous balushahi makers.
In fact, Ashima, I'm glad you said that, because when, even as you were talking about balushahi, about the fact that, I think it's made with maida, if I'm not mistaken, and
Yes.
it has to be kneaded, it has to be leavened, it has to self-ferment. And I was just thinking, I said, done, ho gaya. That day's morning, I don't know where it's going to go in trying to make this. I'm really glad you said it can be brought and offered. This, it just makes it, for me, for all of us listening, I think this just makes it very simple. So thank you for that. Fantastic. Radha is saying, balushahi is a fixed menu in our weddings. So
Yes. South India and Maharashtra, I completely agree that in South India and Maharashtra and even some part of Rajasthan and Gujarat, balushahi is one of the fixed menu, especially on the very first day when Ganpati Bappa's pujan has been done, or the Mangal Puja, or the Shani Puja, or the Gauri Puja is done for the very first day on the wedding day. So during wedding, complete festival. We celebrate wedding as a festival for 7 days, Neelu. It's not only one day affair for us.
right.
For us, it's 7 days affair and 7 days festival kind of celebration. So the very first day we make balushahi in that, and that is the fixed menu, because it has all. If you see balushahi, it has so many layers, and it's not easy to cook such layers beautifully. When you eat, it should melt in your mouth.
Right.
It should not be like it should not be hard, or it has to be in a perfect texture. So it's really tough to make balushahi. Do not try to cook balushahi at home, please. Don't waste your time. Go buy and then offer to ma.
Right. In fact, Ashima, for you specifically, Shobha has written in saying, I make very good balushai, Ashima. I will make it once for you. And
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you,
this
thank you. Thanks a lot.
partiality for Ashima only. What is this? The rest of us are getting a little upset. We also want. Thank you.
Come to Pune. Those who want to have, come to Pune.
इसी बहाने for this one reason, I think a lot of us will finally land up in Pune, even if it is for the first time, soon enough. Yes.
Sure, sure. So next time when Shreem will have get together, I will invite everybody of you, and I will definitely have fixed menu fixed with the balushai thing. So the very first sweet will be balushai for everybody. Because in Pune we have amazing sweet maker, a halwai, who makes amazing balushais, and nobody can beat that taste.
Beautiful.
But I wish Shobha will be able to help me with the new form of balushahi. Shobha, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. My heart is dancing now. Okay, let's move to the next slide, Neelu. And the next slide is day 8, Mahagauri. And Mahagauri, again, the one who has beautiful body. So see, if we connect this to money energy, from the beginning, when we have started from day 1, Mashallah Putri, with a firm decision making or firm foundation or firm determination of self, or the plan what you have decided about, from that day till today, we are just thinking about how we can achieve our goals. And when we are connecting this to money, if we have decluttered our mind with the help of the previous goddess, that is Ma Kalaratri, on 7th day of Navratri, and if we get the clear picture about how to help ourselves with clarity in mind, with no fraud again or no cheat again kind of energy, where you will not be able to get stuck or get stagnant or get cheated or get into any kind of fraud. So you will have a clear picture about how you will be able to perform next, because you got the perfection, you got the clarity, you got the instinct, you got the survival instinct, you got the fighting instinct, you got everything throughout the 7 days. Now whatever you have achieved, the qualities or the superpowers you have achieved during these 7 days, or the energy clearance has happened during these 7 days, Ma Gauri on 8th day help you to accumulate and to accommodate each and every energy beautifully, and to give you a set pattern, a beautiful new pattern of thinking about money or affinity of money or relationship with money or anything. See, when we are talking about money connectivity or money energy or money affinity, here I'm trying to correlate each and every goddess's energy with you all on different kind of from the different kind of planetary energies also. So here this Ma Gaudi energy is based on Rahu's energy, and Rahu is the Kalyug. In Kalyug, Rahu, Shani and Ketu, these are the three planets, or the Rahu Shani basically are the two main planets which are ruling Kalyug. Kalyug is this time, this era where Earth has ascended to the Aquarian age, and soon it will be ascending to the Piscean age. So this ascension during the Aquarian age, Aquarius is the Kumbh Rashi governed by Lord Saturn or Shani. So Shani Dev's energy, and along with that Rahu's energy, to have a street smart mind, to have a quick decision making power, to be present in the moment. All this is Rahu's energy. So now here Ma Gauri will, if you have all the qualities, you will glow, right? If you have all the superpowers with you, like from the day 1 till day 7, if everything is, if all the mohjal or maya jal has been decluttered by Ma Kalaratri, you have now clarity of everything, and you have all the powers to achieve what you have thought about or you wanted to. So now on Ma Gauri's day, you will be glowing with the all powers you have. You will have such a tremendous confidence on self, or you will be having such a huge positive attitude towards life. You will be able to make everything happen whatever you wanted to. Like if you are aligned with the universe, you will manifest, and it will be created. You just have to think in mind, let it sink in your heart, and then in a sync, SYNK, let it be in a sync with your heart's desire, and it will manifest. You will be able to create it with your karmas. So it is not a tough job to create something really new and good. All you have to do is just go through these 7 kind of trials, or 7 kind of filters, or 7 kind of energy power, which will help you to achieve the day 8. Day 8 is Mahagauri's day. And Mahagauri will help you to glow with all the power, all the confidence, all the positivity. And people will come to you and say, if I meet you, or tell you my problem, I feel so good, I feel so happy, I feel relaxed, I'm so good now, I'm right. How is it possible? You're meeting someone and you're feeling good about it, because that person is energy fountain, positive energy fountain. You go there, you drain your all the negativity, and you come back positive, because that person is a positive energy fountain. And in that case, Ma Gauri's blessings are with you. So Ma Gauri will help you to balance Rahu, as Ma Kalratri help you to balance Saturn. Ma Gauri will help you to balance Rahu gives you smart, street smart mind. Rahu gives you quick and sharp, and also sharp vision, and also clarity. Also, it will help you to think about me first. Why not me first? If you are thinking about yourself, I should also have right to think about myself. So unconditional love vagere talking is fine, but then when it comes to Rahu will help you to also think about self. So you will be able to put yourself on a priority. You will not be able to, or you will not be in a failure position, where it comes to you, you will be able to take a decent uh, decent decision, or decent thought pattern, that no, this is also important for me. If it is important for you, it is important for me. So in today's era about money energy, you have to be that street smart to think about yourself also. So donation is fine, charity is fine, doing noble cause is fine, but not asking for your own money. People who has a issue of asking their own money, like you have landed 5,000 to your friend, and that person is not returning back, but you see that person spending on himself or herself, and you are incapable of asking money. This goddess Ma Gauri, with the help of Rahu, will give you the confidence to ask, भाई मेरा पैसा कब देंगे वापस. So Gauri, Ma Mahagauri will help you with all these energies, and we will be offering Mogra. If not Mogra, then Jasmine is also fine. Her favorite color is purple. Purple is a color of your soul star chakra, or you can say your Brahma chakra. So purple is the color, and with all these energies. If you are connected with purple color on that day, on 8th, that is on 24th of October, if you are connected with purple color, you will get the ability to say me first, or why not me first. And you have to offer coconut sweet again, like I said, when we were talking about lotus seed makhana. The same way coconut has water, which is the amrit, or which is we also call coconut shrifal. Shrifal is the fal which has come from swarga, or heaven. This fal is this fruit. Coconut is a fruit, and this fruit has water inside, then a beautiful layer of giri. We call it giri. I don't know what you will be able to explain
It's
it.
the flesh.
Okay.
The
Yes,
flesh.
coconut has a flesh.
Yeah, the white. If it is to be, if it is said like in order to explain,
Okay.
it's the
Okay, so
pure,
that giri,
the
and
white part, right?
yes, the white part,
Yeah.
and the last one is the covering. The strongest part is the covering, or the shell of the coconut. So, as Nilu said, flesh of the coconut, water, and the shell of the coconut. Everything says that if you are hard to me, I am hard to you. If you're sweet to me, I'm sweet to you. If you are like a water and flowy towards me, I will be the same way. So, it's like dealing the person or the situation as the situation is. They say that if you are in Rome, dress like a Roman, right? So the
Right.
same way, Ma Mahagauri gives you the ability to deal with the situation accordingly, not what you are designed, or you have pre notions or pre-set registered patterns towards it, but dealing with the situation as it comes. So Ma Gauri's blessings with the help of Rahu will help you to achieve all these things. And with the help of Rahu, coconut sweet, offer coconut sweet. Coconut ka laddu is fine. Anything made of coconut is fine. And donation will be beauty products. Anything, any cosmetic beauty products. Neelu?
Very nice. There was a moment, I think, where the sound felt like it was dragging, but I think you were just referring to offering coconut sweet and
Yes.
donating the cosmetic beauty products. Right.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm just checking in case there are one or two queries that have come in. If you can just hold on, we'll take this on after the slides are done with.
Okay, so we are done with Mahagauri day 8, Neelu.
Yes.
If any query is there, we can talk about it, or we can just switch to Mahanavami on the day 9th day.
Yes, there are two questions, one or two questions that have come up, but we can ask them after the slides are over. It's not related to this.
Okay, so day 9 is Siddhidatri. Neelu, I hope we'll be able to make changes in this slide. This is this is
Ashima,
there's night, and the goddess is who gave all, and she's a giver. She is always giving out the beautiful energy, and she is also helping you to achieve whatever it is needed to. Like, are we connected, Neelu? We are connected, right?
Now we are. I heard you saying, can we make a change on this slide? And after that, I lost your voice, Ashima.
Neelu?
Yes, Ashima. Can you hear me?
Okay. So, yes. Now I can hear you. I guess that voice is dropped. Okay, fine. So, Siddhidatri is the 9th day, which is on 25th this year. And this goddess is always about the stellar chakra. I mean, now stellar chakra. I wish to explain you about the stellar gateway chakra. This gateway gives you supernatural power. Like, people can heal you within fraction of seconds, and they will be able to help you to diagnose the disease. They will be able to help with why you are wrong, where you are wrong, or what went wrong from the beginning. They will be able to guide you with the point zero gotten into worse situation. So this goddess or this energy of stellar gateway energy, or Ma Siddhidatri gives you supernatural power. Supernatural power is not walking on the water or sitting on the fire lap. It's not that. Supernatural power is the ability to manifest whatever you're thinking. It's like Kalpa Vriksha. You're thinking something and something is there, and you receive it. It's like that day I called you and you said, "Oh, I was thinking about you only." The same way, you're thinking about something and you receive it, you get it. That is also supernatural power, right? If you just think about a new car and someone gives you that new car, nothing like it. So, okay. Neelu, you better give model and everything clear instructions, huh? Because Siddhidatri will give you whatever clear instruction you are giving. So be very specific, be very particular. When I say while asking be particular, I always give example of Narsimha Avatar and Hiranyakashyap. Hiranyakashyap was a demon who asked for a boon from Brahmaji, who has asked that I should not die on the earth or in the universe or the Antariksh. I should not die in the house or outside the house. I should not die either in the evening or in the morning. I should not die with the any weapon or any arm. So he has cleverly mentioned, or being very I will say very foolishly mentioned every condition for that boon. And when he got the boon, or he got the blessing of Brahmaji, saying that okay, these are granted to you, Narsimha Avatar has to come up with the thing. And when Hiranyakashyap asked uh, God that why I'm dying, for what reason I'm dying, I have a boon, I have so many claws, I have put so many claws. I should not die either in the morning or in the night. I should not die on the earth or in the air. Then how am I dying? What is about that boon? So Narsimha Avatar or Mahavishnu explains him that I kept you on my lap. You are not on the earth. You are not in the sky. You are on my lap. You are in the middle of both. You are not getting killed by any weapon. I am tearing you apart with the help of nails. You are not, neither you are dying from by a human or by any god. I am half lion, half human body. So
Right.
again, when you ask very very particular and specific. Whenever you wish to have a boon, be very specific. Whatever you manifest, it will get manifested. So one more story or one more event or incident I wish to share. One of my known person always wanted to have such some kind of life, like a celebrity life, or maybe actor or actresses जैसे जीते हैं वैसे मुझे जीना है kind of life. So the lifestyle of celebrities. Then she manifested lots of people in her life who are ditching her or who are betraying her, and then she is getting into alcoholism and other kind of toxications. Then she is partying every night and getting drained in the morning and sleeping whole day. So when you manifest, you are just seeing the brighter part of it. You are not seeing the other part of it, what all negative impacts it has. So be very particular while asking. Siddhidatri gives you clarity what to ask for, and you will be very specific while manifesting. So Siddhidatri tells you that money should come to me. A good money should come to me. A sattvic money should come to me. You should be Aishwaryavan, Vaibhavavan. You should not be just Sampattivan. If you are just Sampattivan or just having money, many people on the earth has money, but how many people you know are utilizing it in a right way? Like uh, Infosys person, Sir Krishnamurthy. So the Murthy sir is investing that money in a right jobs, many people, employment. So that is the right kind of money, and still he is very down to earth and yet very humble person. So that kind of money is Aishwaryavan, being Vaibhavavan. uh, Money, many people has money, but then how many of them have the ability to utilize it in a right way, to earn right karma or to harness it in a positive way and get benefit out of it on this plane as well as on the another journey or the next birth. So Ma Siddhidatri gives you supernatural power or the boon, but be very particular while asking her boon, because whatever you will be manifesting, it will be manifesting in both the ways, good and bad. So be very clear about the another side of the coin. Be very clear about what you're asking for. And Ma Siddhidatri is a giver. She will bless you with that boon. So
Right.
this is what I wanted to tell here on money part. When while dealing with money energy, be very specific. What kind of money you want to invite in your life. If it be coming like you, nobody should be a supari killer or contract killer to earn money, right?
Right.
So the same way, the money has to be earned in a right way, not by hurting someone, not by making someone bow down or bend down just because you have money, or not by killing anybody, or not by uh, creating bad money karma. Just with right money karma, earn as much as you want to, manifest as much as you want to, and also have a clarity in mind that you will be utilizing it for a better reason. Enjoy luxuries, celebrate, be very specific while asking, and there is no harm in enjoying your life or being in a luxurious space or frame, but then you should not hurt anybody to create bad money karma. And the last goddess or the ninth goddess of Navratri on the ninth day gives you very clear picture about no bad money karma should be created. So we will be offering rice kheer. Now we will be offering rice ka kheer, Neelu, and you can ask me now why rice ka kheer, ma, not
Why
earlier
rice
and
kheer,
this time.
Ashima? Why rice kheer this time, Ashima?
Okay, so you know how we grow rice in Maharashtra or Konkan. We know how we grow rice because there is a pond where we have a small plantlets, not a plant but a small crops, very very small, just a sprouted. We call it kalam or we call it seeds. So they are planted in a pond which is filled with water and mud, mostly water. Just base is mud, but the pond is filled with water. And the plantlets, not a seed, the plantlets, the very small crops or sprouted ones are placed in that mud for certain time, kept for certain time, till they become 1 foot or maybe half feet long, and then uprooted from there, and then replanted on a soil, on a firm strong ground. Same like our soul or our being, we were planted as a crop or a drop of life in mother's womb, and then we were kept there in water for certain time. And when we are able to handle ourselves on a firm ground, we were being delivered to the earth plane. Now the rice depicts the same thing. That's why pindadan or anything in the puja or havan, every time rice is being used in all the rituals. Why? Because rice is akshad, akshay, like our soul. We reincarnate again and again and again. Puni puni janma, puni puni marana. So we come again, or a chareveti, chareveti, chareveti. Like we go on walking, walking, walking throughout the death and birth ka cycle. So this uh, rice depicts our soul. That's why in Pindadan also we use rice flour. In Tarpanam also we use rice flour or rice. Why? This is the reason. And offering to all God except Ekadashi, even Vishnu Bhagwan has all the rice bhog. Uh, Ekadashi rice is not allowed. And in Jagannath, even on Ekadashi, they give offering of or prasad of rice. So rice, again I said, Akshad, it's Anant, it's Akshay. Akshay jiska kabhi kshay nahi hota. You cannot destroy it. The same way rice is. So that's why the last day, if you get a boon, it is not destroyed. So rice ka kheer on last day. I hope you get the answer. You got the answer, Neelu.
Yes, absolutely. Me, everybody, everyone got the answer with that. And should I just do I just close
And
this?
the donation vegan. Okay, for vegans also I have to give something.
Ashima, you get coconut ghee also nowadays. So
Wow, perfect.
you can
So
actually
coconut
try
ghee can be
yeah.
donated.
Yes, right.
Okay. So now we can take up questions quickly, Neelu, so that
Yes.
we can go ahead with the 9 days energy transmission.